Hello, my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between October 1st to October 15, 2016 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can contact me at queenofcupstarot@outlook.com. You'll find my email also in the description box below the video. So, see here. We will have the new moon, October the 1st, but the moon will be located on the same side of the earth as the sun, so it will only be visible during daytime. October the 7th, we will have a meteor shower in the constellation of Draco, named Draconite Meteor Shower. It will go on 6th to 10th of October, but peaks the 7th. And we will also have Uranus at opposition, October 15. The blue-green planet will be at its closest approach to the Earth, and its face will be fully illuminated by the sun. So that won't be visible for the naked eye, I think, but it will probably affect you. So I call the divine with love and light. I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. I call the six elements, earth, wind, fire, water, spirit, and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libra viewers to find love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want them to find creative success and to find themselves towards the highest path towards their spiritual enlightenment. And also, I want you to find the way to your highest destiny, so you will be fulfilling the life that you have here on earth. Okay, so it was ready. I will just tune in a little bit to your reading. So, okay, so this is the future, this is the now, and this is the past. So whenever you watch this video, will probably be just fine, but for the most part of you, this now will be the period between the first half of October 2016. Okay, and this is the future. So the first card for you, my dear Libra, it's the Wheel of the Year. So something has definitely changed for you. Wheel of the Year, that's what you have been giving out will come back to you. And it's also the seasons of the year. Everything goes in a cycle, going around and round, and it's like we are going in a spiral. The whole solar system is actually going in a spiral. The planets are lying in the same disk as the sun, but the whole disk is like going like this through the universe, through the Milky Way, in a incredible high speed. This is like one lap of that. So, and it's like this in your life as well, like it goes a lap and then you come to the same point where you have been before, because then it's really close between the layers, if you can say that this is two layers between two spirals. So it's a really short distance between where you were a year ago or that part of the lap and here. So it's more like a long distance between in the same year than it is between you being in the same place 1 year. So you see, time isn't a straight line, it's circular, and that's why we are often like being really sad when we come to that like the dates that's significant for us, when we have lost persons or things like that, and we can be like the days before we can be really sad and we can cry a lot just that day. It's because we are really close in time to when that happened before. Like it's just a little layer, it's just another lap, but you're in the same place. So, and this is telling me that you are in the same place now that you have been before, and something here is really significant. It's like a new chance to make this better, this lap, And every time we are able to do something better, we also release some of that old energy, and are like allowed to start working on something else. And you know, when you finally have healed from a wound, or finally are stopping doing the same mistake, driving down in the same pothole in the road over and over again. So this is that kind of chance for you to do this. It's a beautiful card. It's about miracle also, and divine intervention, making synchronicity in your life. So the next card for you, my dear Libra, it's the 10 of Pentacles. So 10 of Pentacles is like what's coming back to you is something that's has been stable for you before. So it could be like a longing for have a stable income. It could be a stable relationship. It could be a family situation, a place of value that's returning. So that's beautiful. What can I say more about this? It's in a relationship, it's like when you imagine growing old together, you have like, you know, a house, a car, and a dog. It's like family. So it's a lot of family related, but it's a place of value where you get your needs met, where you get your money, so it could be a place of work as well, or friendship, something within this. And it's a 10, so it can be like maybe you are buying a house, or you're changing location, you are starting, you find yourself like on a higher level, like being here and now you're here. So it's some kind of gate. And here's a 5 of Swords for you. So I guess that this place of value is something that you fear. For some of you, it can be like, can I say, that you have a problem maybe with committing, for example, or a problem with having people too close to you, or it can be a problem of feeling tied up by a job. What can we have more? It can be when you feel like people are like expecting things from you and you can't live up to their expectations. And also like all eyes are on you, like people want things from you and you're feeling like you're on a spot. And that's a bit sad, because Libranus is usually a person that's really like doing things really well, both in a relationship and in work situations and things like that. But you easily get like overloaded and want to run away, because you try to follow every rule until you drive yourself crazy. And this is when you have driven yourself crazy, like this is what's expecting of me, this is what's expecting of me, that is what they want from me, they want me to do that. So it go on like this, and you feel like on the spot, like in the spotlight, and you just want to run away. And that's why Libra always want to have balance in their life, because they don't want to have this pressure. They are not good with taking this kind of pressure, because they are rather fragile persons, like often empaths and really intuitive usually, and can feel like the little wave in something happening. So you're sensitive, and therefore you also want to do really good. You want to do everything like really good, because you don't want to have criticism, because you hurt when you get criticism. And this is criticism. This is like being put on the spot. People are telling you you are doing the wrong thing, and this is hurting you, because so that's why you always try to do the right thing, and or sometimes just flee the situation, because it seems like you can never do the right thing. Like people are having too high expectations of you than you can dare to live up to. But maybe it's the other way around, that you have too much high expectations of you, and you are looking outside yourself for the validation that would come from the inside of yourself. So how can we get to bottom of this? You know, it's like you need to have confirmation from the outside all the time, and when you don't get it, or when it feels too hard to live up to people's expectations, I think you run. And this can yes, we'll see with the more cards. 5 of Swords is anyway like feeling put on a spot, like feeling like people are out to get you, and they want to take advantage of you, or try to make you suffer in some way, try to humiliate you, try to tell you that you're a bad person, or so. It's like that. And what you want is to come to some kind of like stability where you listen to yourself first, and maybe shut off the world. Okay, that's good. You don't have to put them on an arm's length, but you can say, okay, I hear you, but that is not what I'm going to do. So the sun, yes, this is what's needed. Like you seeing yourself, you listen to yourself, you being really clear with who you are and what you want. So you need to start figuring this out. Try to figure out what you want instead of what other people want from you. So what you want, Libra. And so can you live up to your own expectations? Can you live up to your own moral values? Can you make yourself happy? So I think you need to start with that. It's taking baby steps and see things really clear. And this is something that you have, like this will come easy for you to see this clear. You just need to change perspective, because from I think that you have been like putting this light onto other people and try to interpret what they are doing and how you need to like remodel yourself for making your way through society and fitting in and getting the response from other people that you want. But now you need to just change this perspective and shine the light onto you instead, and your inner child and your pure feelings. Like, what do you want? What's making you happy? What's making you fulfilled? That can be like a totally different focus for some of you Libras, when you have always tried to be like really easygoing and not making a fuss of yourself, and yeah, just accepting whatever people do until you snap and then you're out of the picture. And now there's another lap for you to try to make this, to see yourself in this. So this is illumination. This is being aware. So you can go on and do the same mistakes again. Like, well, now I compromised again. I told them the things that they needed to hear, but I didn't want to do. So how that make you feel? So if it didn't make you feel like really great, next time maybe you can be a little more aware and you can say, well, I will ponder. I will get back to you on that. And then you can like have your balancing act inside your head, and like, well, if I do that it will go this way, and if I do that it will go that way, you can do this, and you can be aware of that you're doing this, that you're stressing yourself to death with your thoughts. So a next step could be like actually telling the person, well, I don't feel up to it actually, and I don't have a good explanation. I just feel like this is not the day or time for me to do this. And they might say, well, can we do it another time? And you say, well, I don't think so. So you need to be very clear, and it's okay. You can change your mind later. You can run after them and say, well, yes, I want to go on that bike ride, because you know that now you are in the control. Because I think that you have felt the feeling that you were out of control, but really you weren't. You were just giving away your control, and then you were stealing it back, and you were giving it, and you were stealing it back, and it made people crazy, and it made you crazy. So what you need to do is be well aware of what you want, how your inner source is trying to guide you, like what your divine contact with the your soul and your high self is telling you. Not running around making your mother and father and siblings and aunts and partners and friends and work colleagues and chiefs and everyone happy, and then just run for the hills. So it's better to see this really clear what's happening. And when you start respecting yourself and start questioning yourself, people around you are going to start questioning yourself as well, because they don't trust the person that constantly like questioning themselves and thinking that they are not good enough, because then you probably aren't, they think, because they can feel this subconsciously. So here's a beautiful little Libra sitting here by a little pond here that comes with water, and it runs here, so it's really beautiful. And it's a mermaid here. It's like the divine is trying to talk with you, trying to convince you to do something, to be a little more brave, maybe open your heart chakra here a little bit, maybe letting people in that you might be able to trust, that can help you open up a little bit. And also try to start like expressing that heart chakra, not keeping it so tightly locked and think that it's like something really that people want to like destroy for you. Most people doesn't want this. Then they want to support you. They want to be there for you if you are letting them. But you need to respect yourself first, and other people will come to respect you as well. And it's I need to feel this in a little bit because it's so many feelings coming here. So it's some kind of hopelessness, like the world is not for me. What am I doing here? When is this going to be over? It's also boredom in some sense, that you try to like hide away a little bit, and it's also boring because you want to be with people, but in the same time, what's the use? They're only going to make you feel miserable. So it's like a hard time reaching out to others, and you can skip this. Maybe it feels too heavy, I think. Maybe you can skip this, try to reach out to others kind of thing. Try to reach out to yourself instead. That could be a good start, because this is like too much. It's too tangled in too many feelings. Try to reach out to yourself. And if you have this really longing to reach out to someone else, I feel like you're almost like a turtle or a Cancer kind of person with a shell. But I get this really often for Libras for some reason, and it's really like, it's 4 cups, so it's a little bit of dull card. So usually we don't put so much intention to this card. It's like, well, yes, you're not really happy. Okay, so we will move on. But here it's like you are stuck in maybe some kind of routine, or some kind of like really like your comfort zone, and you don't want to go outside that comfort zone, and it makes your life rather dull. And it's also like you think that everything that's for everyone else isn't for you, and it's like you can't thrive in the feast that is the life. It's not like, it's like you have this feeling that it's not abundant, or it's not for you, or you are not one of them, or some kind of separation. But you need to snap out of this. I think you need to wake up of this this thing that you're in, because it's just making you unhappy. But we move on, so we'll see what comes underneath this card. Maybe we get more clarity. So the next card for you, it's the Emperor, and it comes underneath the Wheel of the Year. So the Emperor is a person that has a tremendous willpower. They have authority. They have capacity to do things. They are like a moving force. You know, they are the arrow. They are the fire. They are the sword. They are the word that's like shouted out. So that's something. But it's a 4, so it has some connection to the 4 of cups, and it looks like he is a little bit bored here, that he's like maybe a little bit, but, and he's a little stale here in his armor, and he has his power symbol. So maybe this is kind of a survival skill for you, to keep yourself like a bit locked in your shelter, in your armor, keeping your arms like this, and not taking in the world, really, not living in it, more like trying to rule it, trying to control it. And that might make the life force a bit stale, but it's some change coming in here. So maybe you can get this Emperor to get back to his routine, to move, and not be so stagnant here. Okay, to get some movement into here, to get some action, some aliveness. You don't have to, like, talk really dark and be tough all the time, and try to convince others that you have control over everything and have the right genes, and you know, this kind of stale male figure that we have had, like some kind of icon for a long time. That's maybe not so good for human psyche, to always have to mind like what you're saying in your tone of voice, and that you talk about the allowed things. And it's like a culture within the male paradigm that you can't go outside the frames. And this is of course changing. We have new generations now that are totally different. But for you Libra, maybe this is something into this, that you need to not be so controlled, not be so, like, try to live a little bit, try to try something else, try to go wheeling through the living room. Maybe that could get your energy to move a little bit. Oh, yes. So I think you're trying to behave, and you're trying to keep everything together, and you're trying to interpret life and trying to see, yes, how are the other kids on the block doing this? Okay, they are doing like that. Well, yes, I will try the same. No, you need to be like more individualistic. So here comes your other side that we often see with your Libras, that running and hiding thing, that the safest place to be is alone. And as I have said before, like, some of you seems to have been like watchers over Earth and not really participating in life. So it's, you see, here comes requirement of participating in life. And what are you doing? Well, you're running away to a cold, desolated spot where only the moon is shining, and everything is like, it's an abyss here. And I guess the abyss is this, like, communication, contact with others, being in society, being alive. Having a partner, moving along with your relationship, whatever. And now it's like an abyss for you. And you're trying to see, well, is this going to, well, it can be really dangerous to do this, to go into this situation. Well, I can think that they are there for me, but they suddenly leave. So that will be like, that could make me get out of control. That's a bad thing. I need my control. So it's like he's checking, seeing, well, how far will I fall if this is getting out of control? People are like not being what I expected, because I think you Libra also have very high expectations of others people, because you have so high expectations over yourself. So people are often making you disappointed because they can't possibly live up to your expectations. And so, okay, you're careful. You're secure again in your personal comfort zone, and when no one can touch you and reach you and control you or manipulate you. And well, this is a good thing. It's the hermit, and you have been there for years, what I have seen. So maybe you are comfortable there, having control and like. But you can use this also, if you can be really aware of what's happening within you, how people are affecting you on the outside, and what's making you withdraw, and being more and more mindful of that every day, and just accepting it, go with it, but be mindful of it. It's like you're, I think you are really a master of this, some of you, like you can really see what's going on, and what all the people are doing, and this can sometimes make you want to withdraw. But maybe you can start to look at yourself more like this, like stay with yourself. What do I want? What do I have for expectations of life? What do make my needs met? Maybe you can use it for this instead of like watching over the other people and thinking, well, they are not sane, I will withdraw. Okay, so here we have a Knight of Swords. So the energy continues. This is a warrior. So you think that you need to fight to be like accepted, and to be like prove yourself, and to maybe take power over other people so they won't take power over you. So it's a constant struggle, it seems. And it's a very male disorder to this, all this energy here, like the Five of Swords, the Knight of Swords, and here it's like a bit of a power junkie, like you want to have super control, and to be this super controlled you need to be like super unhappy, and it's everything need to be super stale. And I guess some of you Libras may have had like problems with your shoulders, maybe, or tension somewhere, that because it seems like you're really tense and that you're clinching, like it's really it's like you're protecting yourself for something, and you're trying to build yourself up with like it's like an animal that puts out all its points like this, but the other way around. I don't know what the name of those animals, but there's different kinds. And it's like this, you're very pointy, you try to keep people away, you try to be scary so they won't come and try to reach you. And here's justice, so that's Libra for you, Libras. And it comes underneath the sun, so it tells me that you have other capabilities. You don't have to be so angry and protect yourself. You can be more mindful instead. If you are more mindful, and if you are like seeing things more clearly, even with yourself, because you have a lot of those cards. Here is seeing clearly, here is seeing clearly, this is seeing clearly, even if this is the moon, light of the moon. So you can use this and start watching what's making you so scared, what's making you so terrified, what's making you like use this flight or a fight kind of thing that's going on here. And this could also be, of course, another air sign or a person opposing you in some like aggressive kind of way. But this is your reading, so, and I don't see so many else here. This could be an Aries, and Hermit is number 9, so it could be Virgo. And here you have a King of Wands, and I have seen a lot of fire with your sign lately. And it comes underneath the 4 of Cups, so that's the opposite of 4 Cups, you can say. The King of Cups isn't afraid of people. They love people, and they are people persons, and they want to create things with other people, have a lot of parties, be alive. They also want to see that every people's needs are met, so they are just not tending to themselves. They are not egocentric, but they want everyone to be happy and alive and create new things and do new things every day. And so they are really optimistic, while you are a bit more pessimistic maybe. And so this is a different energy. And the sun is also Leo, and this is Leo. You see it's the Leo here on the throne, and he's smiling. You can see this as a smug smile, or you can see this as a yoke kind of smile, but it's not any smile in your face here. No. But here we have this inner child card that's also Leo, the sun, and this child, this is like, I think you can take in this energy in your life, being more passionate, being more alive, going outside your comfort zone, maybe just 1 centimeter and go back again, but go see the horizon a little bit and go back, and like this. So it's something here, Libra, something must need to be balanced. And here you have an Emperor, and here you have a Leo King. And here you have the Hermit, and here you have Justice. So both those are powerful people, but they want people around them. These are Justice and Hermit, so this is more like looking into like what's right and wrong in the world. Like they are trying to, this one is trying to see it. It's like self-realization, and this one already knows and just waits for you to start to know this. And in the middle, it seems to be you fighting off like some kind of enemy. And it doesn't need to be a real enemy. It can be an enemy in your head. Maybe you are like arguing with yourself, like what you think that people will say if you are like saying, well, I don't want to. Well, oh no, they are going to say this. They are going to think this. They are going to react like this. Maybe they are going to take revenge. Maybe this is going to happen. So I think a lot of discussion is going on in your head, words that's not even going to happen. And it's just in your mind. So something needs to be solved. It looks like it's a gateway here. The Justice is a card you can't pass before you have learned certain skills. And maybe it's like having some kind of control over your mind, because it seems here that the mind has control over you. It's really central with the 5 of Swords and the Knight of Swords. So I think you might have like excessive thinking, destroying things for you and making you stressed. And if you can stay in your body, like being really mindful like the hermit, and stay in the body with this light, this is your mind. So you can put your mind to different parts of the body and like starts feeling it in, and where it's most uncomfortable, maybe stay with it and just breathe into it and try to relax into it, and just allow the feeling to be there and to expand and to take room, and just excavate it and be with it. This could be because when you do this exercise, you won't be able to think, and that might be really healthy for you in this situation. Okay. So on a more personal level, it seems like you have been offered like something here, like a stability, that you have been offered maybe a job, a relationship, a friendship, whatever, and you thought that they were out to get you. And then you might have come to some realization that you actually like wanted this, because I think your soul wanted this. It's a white horse and yellow flower, so it's the same as here. But then you didn't have the courage enough to do this anyway, it seems. And then you're trying to power up, you're trying to be like, okay, I need to be adult in this, I need to take a good decision, I need to find out what's really going on. So you're thinking. And here it's like you have some kind of revolution, that you see some kind of justice, some kind of balance. And it seems like you might like have this connected with a fire sign in some way, that maybe you think that they can be the solution, or they can be your ticket out of here. They can be your ticket out of this all this anxiousness about living that you have. Okay, because they are not anxious about living, not so much anyway. Okay, next card for you is Nine of Swords, and this is when you try to solve this in the old way, like trying to keep control. Well, this is not the way that it works anymore. It might have worked your whole life, but now it's the end of it. You can't do this anymore. You can't hide in the dark. You can't suppress things anymore. They will come up. They will haunt you at night. You will have the most tremendous nightmares. You will have trouble sleeping, things like that. But that's no problem. You see, it's a 9, and you have the 9 hermit here. 9 is like, yes, you're almost there. So it's not much left to do. What you need to do, as what I told you, read all those letters, listen to all your fears, like, well, if I do that, that person is not going to like me, and I'm gonna I'll think here all the things that you are afraid of, that you're fearing is going to happen, or things that you are thinking of, like grudges, that, well, that person told me that, and that was unfair because I haven't really, so it's like that, and just feel this pain and just stay with it. Is the best thing you can do right now. Just dive deep into this. Okay, so I read a little bit in my own book, where I have been writing for myself here, and I have been writing for 9 of Swords that you need comfort and guidance, and you need to like have the chance to talk things through. And you need to ask for help. So the swords are pointing to the east, and that is the resolution. But you only see like the pain of it all, and maybe you are denying your pain, and that's the problem. That's the main problem. The suppressed feelings needs to come to expression. And you might even need to go down in a deep depression, to go like down in the original wound and find the cause of it all, like why you are hurting yourself this way. It might be like simple. I think you are like a bit of an empath person. And if you have been like, just you need a teacher that told you maybe like, well, you need to do better next time. And that can be enough for a Libra to run 10,000 miles to be better next time. And that's too much you require of yourself. So stop doing that. It's they didn't mean it like that. So it's just your interpretation of what people might expect of you. It's not the same of what I think they do expect. So everything here is written on Swedish, so it's a bit hard to interpret like this, but it's like you accuse and punish yourself, and you need to see the patterns behind the cruelty against yourself. Don't take on other people's problems. Like if they want something for you and you don't want to give it, that's their problem, okay? It's not yours. So, okay. But this is beautiful. I have seen this with many Librans as their gift in life actually right now. So this is your gift to start doing this, starting seeing this, starting reaching out, starting talking things through with people, starting opening up, starting to like see the wound and maybe open up the crust also, so it really bleeds and feels really sucky, so you can feel how it felt the first time you get wounded, and stay with it. Just breathe with it, just relax in it, just expand it, so it will have a chance to heal. It's like you're putting your focus onto it. You need, like, you know, like small children, if they are hurt like this, you wouldn't leave them like down in the basement and say, shut up, I don't want to hear another word from you. But this is how I see that you are doing this towards yourself. And instead you will be like the sun, give the child like all the attention in the world, and it will heal. You know, the warmth will heal it. The attention from your mind will heal your wound. So, and of course it could be like some kind of dictator or some kind of male in your life making your life hell. That can also be the case, but I think it's you. I think it's coming from you trying to be too good for this world. So here we have a King of Cups, and that's a beautiful card. That's actually you being healed. It can also be a person coming from the outside and granting you some kind of great gift. But usually I see this card as actions or energies. It can be people as well. Often they are people and often they are not. So this could be a fire sign person, and this could be a water person. And that's coming and maybe helping you. But I think this is also you, that you finally can accept the feeling inside. As I have been telling you, is that if you can accept this feeling that you have inside of you, like here in your body, just accept it. That's the only thing you need to learn in life. The only thing. You don't need to learn anything else. If you can accept the feeling inside, if you can accept how it feels, you will start to be happy no matter what. And that will make you a very powerful person, because no one on the outside can make you feel ashamed, can make you feel like a sucky person, can make you feel like anything, because you are going to be happy with the feeling that you have inside. Of course, this person also take all the information that comes from the divine, from the waters. Water are storing memories, and it's communication also. So they're taking the information. Okay, I have a bad conscience, so next time I will modify that a little bit. But they are not getting upset by it. They just take it as information, and they know that when the feeling is like heightened to a crescendo, they know, okay, it's really something I need to be aware of, and they fix it. They don't sit and say, well, I have problems and that's a really bad problem and I'm really sad, and things are like, everything is too, you know, it's really bad. Okay, they are like, okay, I have a problem, so can I solve it now? Yes, I can do this and this, so fine, I will call the carpenter, I will do this, I will, you know, fix things. And if you say, well, I haven't got any money, so okay, I can't fix this now, so that's okay, I'm waiting till I get enough money to fix it. No more fuss, no more hysterical. So this feelings that you have been trying to keep under control, they are really here just as informations to you, to tell you about things that's in your environment, giving you the like right kind of feedback that you need to live on this earth. And since you are a bit sensitive, you might have felt that the pain was the biggest problem, so you have tried to shut it out, and that was not the solution. So this is the solution, to stay with it and take the information. It's just, I think it's your superpower, that to feel this, to be so instinctive. Of all the air sign, you are very intuitive and very like a bit sensitive. So you need to take this into consideration. The next card for you is 8 of Pentacles. So that's a really beautiful card about a person putting in a lot of effort to try to improve themselves. And I think we have seen enough of that from you. But maybe this is like another alternation of that. That you can now focus on the things that really matters for yourself. The things that you are supposed to be here for, instead of wasting your energy all over the place, you can now focus on the few things that you were really like sent to earth to do, instead of doing like 24,000 kind of chores for everyone else. It's okay to help people around you if they help you back, and if there's like this nice exchange and you don't get like sick to the stomach the morning that you are going to go and help them. If there's nice exchange, that's no problem. That's not the problem. The problem is when you're giving your energy away to projects and things and feelings and peoples that you're not caring for, and that you are just feeling like anxious about. So now it's time to focus on something new, building up something. It could be in a work, it could be in a relationship, it could be the offer that you had here. You have run around in panic like 8,000 laps here and I don't want to do this. It's scary. It's outside my comfort zone. Whatever should I do with this? And then you have just faced the pain here. You healed yourself, and now, okay, we can try this. So this is how it seems for me, from my point of view. Yes, this is a 9. You see, 8, 9, 10. So you're building up to this. It's another 9 as well. So you're really close now to your goal, I think, with this lap that you are running here right now. So even if you get a little bit hysterical here in the middle and thought that people were out to get you, they were trying to keep you in a trap, they were whatever. So now you have calmed down and you see, well, okay, this could be something good for me. So, and I will keep my independence, because that seems to be really really important for you, to be able to keep your independence. But this is you making your life more beautiful step by step here, and expressing yourself, maybe starting to talk, take the necessary discussions with people involved. It seems to have been, it can be a water person, maybe earth person, or a air person that you have like working together with. And of course it could be the fire person as well that we see here, because it seems to be really significant. But surrounding here is like you, I think. It's you that needs to do this. Okay. So the next card is 5 of Cups. So it seems to be something surrounding this fire energy that's really sad for you. What can we do about this? So I think there's maybe the thing that's lacking, it's just 1 pentacle, you see, because it's like you still want to be really self-sufficient, and to be like in the 10, you might need to like partner up with someone, you see, like this, and that's maybe the step that you don't dare to do, or it's like you have, it's an inaction here. It's love, definitely passion, something with this. And this is fire, so water, fire, water. And the water seems to be really sad. It's like something holding back, something not told. Like you have feelings here, like sad feelings, maybe not expressed. Maybe you feel like, well, okay, I have come to all this. I have done all this. I have gone the full lap, but I don't know if they really still care for me, because I have run this could have been a long time that has floated by since you got the offer. And now you might not know if they are still there waiting for you and accepting your, that you can say, oh, okay, I accept the offer. Because it might have like crossed, what can we say? It can be a long time. It can be, 6 months, a year, a month, whatever. But it's like you have you got an offer here, and you have panicking since then, and here in the future you will stabilize. But then it's like you don't know if this offer is still there, if this like great future that you were granted here is available still. So okay, so it took this long time to take you to this point, and if they are not there waiting for you, well, there will come other offers for you. So that may be sad, and it might be hurtful, and it might feel like you have done this work all for nothing. But you don't know until you have addressed them. And like small little Libras, maybe you are afraid to go out and take the chance and say, well, hello, I'm here now, I'm interested, because they will say, well, you came like 6 months too late, we gave that job to someone else. And maybe that's the next step, like you have been dealing with yourself now, and suddenly now, or through all this work, you have been now calming yourself down, and okay, it would be lovely to do that actually. And now you have to deal with their feelings as well. So you're insecure, I think, that, well, is the offer still there when I now have been pondering on this so long? So we'll see if the offer is still there for you. Well, we have the Judgment here and the Two of Swords. So I think this is like the core of your challenge, actually. This is the Wheel of Fortune, because it's like you have run a full circle. You know, you got an offer that you didn't want to take because you felt like too much pressure. And why you felt too much pressure were that you always tried to be like nice towards people so they would like you. And now you have done this, like being so panicking, and now you don't know if people's going to like you. So this is like schizophrenia, this card, Two of Swords. It's almost like you have come to a point where you feel like, well, it's almost like you feel trapped, like you don't want to live anymore. It's what I'm feeling here. It's like everything is gone, everything is wasted, everything is the Judgment Day here. And Two of Swords, she has red ribbons around her arm, but you can easily imagine that she had like cut herself, and it's blood here in the water, and she has a lot of armies behind her. So it's both strength and also self, like hurting yourself. So I think you are doing this again. You're arguing with another person in your head, and you're thinking the worst. This is karma. This is number 20, and this is 10. So I think you just need to like do the jump, you know, the hermit kind of jump here over the cliff, and just see to what's happening. Is the offer still there? Is it not? If it's not there, do the process all over again. Start crying, talk out with people, feel the feelings, take the information. Yes, it was a hard blow to you, and you're not really comfortable with people not liking you, so that's a problem. But you just do it again and prove yourself like you have really learned this. And it's you just need to do it. You just need to check if they are still there for you, if the offer is still there, so to speak. Okay, so I'm sorry I can't see so many other stories, so it was what I picked up, and you can see with the cards, if you get some other information, that's probably it, because you are closer to your source and what I am. So I'm just a channel, and as I said, if it comes like a certain person, when you see this card, it's probably them. And if it comes to a certain situation where you think of this, it's probably it. So listen to yourself. Oh, I had that with some other sign also. I think it was Pisces. You can check Pisces. They had some interesting things there. Oh, the Hungry Ghost also. Okay, so Dragon's Duel. This is what you have been doing, my dear Libra, for a long time. The Dragon's Duel. Like pros and cons, back and forth, making yourself crazy. And the Two of Swords, like take a darn it decision now. You need to get out of this schizophrenia. It's in a conflict, morality, conscious choice. So let it end. Just leap. Just take the leap and see where it goes. You need to take an action. And here's the Hungry Ghost. So obsession, scarcity, or consciousness attachment. So I think it goes well with this, and maybe it's this red thing involved as well. Okay, so you need this. You need to be alive. You need to be with people. You need to have passion in your life. And now you don't know if you're going to have it. And this could be riches also, creativity, you know, with work, things like this. this is like hungriness, this hunger, it comes from you not letting you get your needs met. So this hunger will go over when you start getting your needs met and seeing to yourself first and not thinking what everyone else will say. So then it's like you're missing someone. If I should be frank, it's like you're missing someone, and you need them and you want them. It's a sadness here. But that's because you have withhold yourself from them because of something that you needed to sort it out within yourself. So this hunger may be fed soon if you're just reaching out. So here's the Lady of Lightning. So surprises, sometimes shock, total paradigm shift, some things that Libras usually doesn't like, and therefore you have like withdrawn yourself from all surprises, and it's a lot of this energy here, but it's good, you know. This is like the thunderstorm. If you just like get this energy out like in a flash or in 10,000 flashes in a short period of time, just take the hits, just listen to the pain, and it will change you into this. You see, it's like a new morning after the thunderstorm, and the thunder is gone and the pain is gone and you are whole. So I think there's a really blessing into this. I was scared the first time I got this card because it really happened strange things then, like things that didn't feel good. But after a while, I understood that those things that happened were really for the best, because they changed me and they changed my total environment. And that's why I'm also sitting here with you right now. So it was a total change, but I was guided toward this. So she doesn't want to harm you, this Lady of Lightning. She wants to change your life. She wants to make you illuminated like this. She grants you the fire energy, so you're illuminated, and that's beautiful. So you don't have to be afraid of this. It's just throw yourself out there in the thunderstorm, run around getting wet in your hair and acting all crazy. That would make your life spirits awake a little bit. So okay, I will take some past life oracle cards for you as well, Libra. Arts and okay, I have two cards here that's really similar. It's arts and imprisonment and slavery. And arts, that's creativity, and it's like change how you not change, but more and more find out more about yourself and your talents. And this is things that's probably hidden down here. And I thought when it came, well, I need to start playing the guitar, but it wasn't. It was more like what are you really skilled at? What are you really good at? What can you do? Why are you here? What were you born with? What kind of talents? What are your things? So that's something that you will probably come after all this excavation that you have been doing. Maybe some new talents. You can find certain signs in nature that could indicate what it's going to be. For me, it was feathers, and I connected that with spirituality. So I took this road, but it can be totally different from you. Imprisonment and slavery, that is what you have been doing a lot here. Like here with this row, for example. And this is how you have controlled yourselves and got yourself to behave and act really nice in the society. So you put all your bad traits in prison. But since this card is like telling me that, well, that's also where you may have imprisoned your poets, your lovers, your musicians, your painters, your, you know, all your skills. It's like a Siberian camp where you put all your intellectuals. So they are down there and available for you if you just pick them up, if you just give them attention, if you just feel your pain. You will pick up your poets and painters and writers and whatnot. Be really skilled at making furniture maybe, or, you know, making the world more beautiful, because this is like some craft also maybe that you are being granted here, that you are going to be really skilled on something that's uniquely for you, like your part, like how you are here to make the world a more beautiful place. And here we have the galactic card, and this is for me like that you need to know, you need to see the bigger picture. You know, the hurt that you feel here, it may be for feeling overwhelming, but that's because you can have saved this pain for eons. So you need to understand that this could have been like, maybe it's just a job offering now, but for 10,000 years ago, maybe someone wanted to force you into rule a kingdom. So the pain of it is like the same. And you don't understand why it's like totally out of magnitude, like it's not even close to what you're experiencing now. So you can feel that you are like irrational, but it's not the case. It's just that the original wound maybe have been something of galactic proportions that you can't understand with your human mind now. But you can feel the pain of it and release that energy, because this is the time. We are in the right time now for cleaning our system from all old wounds and making a quantum leap into a next level of humanity, a more total, complete person that doesn't live in agony all the time. Okay. So, my dear Libras, I hope this resonated with some of you. It was very specific, I think, but it's a continue of the thing you have been going on with you the whole summer. So but it seems like it might have a solution here. I think the last time we saw love coming in for you, and now it has turned to some kind of 5 of cups, but I think it is because you are anxious, and you are like, here you might have been ready to force and like make justice with some person that you are attracted by, but then you fell into hopelessness again, and now it's a new attempt, and we'll see if you will lose faith again, and maybe we'll see a new attempt next time. But the more of you that can take this leap and be courageous, you will take the other Libras with you, and also other people in your surrounding. It will spread on like rings on water. So try to do this quantum leap. It will be beneficial for all of humanity and not just you. And you will also help your children and your ancestors and everyone to be resolved from this old karma that not longer needed. It's you can do it this new. Okay, so I've been babbling for a totally long time, so I'm finished now. And so I'm so grateful for all of you watching, subscribing, and liking my videos, and I'm really happy about all the comments. I read them all. I sometimes have trouble to answer because of scarcity of time. And if you would like to have a personal reading with me, you can contact me at my email in the description box below. It seems to be confusing, so I tell this a lot, so people know, so it will be easy information. And also, I love to see you again in the middle of October, so we'll see what's have happened then. Okay, take really good care. Bye bye.